What's up, guys? This is Spooky, and we're gonna start another new little Let's Play. Unfortunately, there was no Big 2 for the past couple weeks, as you guys probably already know. We got hit with a couple of really tough storms here in New York. The first was, of course, Hurricane Sandy, which did tons of damage all across the East Coast, and Cuba, and a few other places. But did hit New York relatively hard. A lot of guys in Manhattan without power. Jersey, I heard, had some problems as well. Anyway, right after that, we got hit by a big nor'easter, so tons of snow all over the place. So unfortunately, no Big 2 for a little while, but hopefully I can entertain you guys with some fun OG playthroughs. Anyway, this is R-Type, and it's a very classic shooter, and we're going to be playing the arcade version, not the TurboGrafx 16 version, which you console monsters might be a little more familiar with. This version, some slight differences, which I'll make sure to mention for you guys that play this game more at home and less at the arcade. Anyway, one of the unique elements of this shooter that makes it so fun is not only are there very accurate and difficult enemies within the game, but the game itself has almost some puzzle elements to it. And what I mean by that is your firepower is not always the deciding factor, but it's really your memorization of the stages, knowing where you can move safely and how to defeat certain types of enemies that really is going to get you through the game. Anyway, we're going to get things started, so I'm going to go ahead and insert a quarter. Let's go. Anyway, you start with just this basic little Peashooter. But you do get some other power-ups as expected. There's Speed Up, which does just what you think it does, and is very important because without Speed Up, your ship moves really slow, as you see. There's Missiles, which track enemies for you, and there's also the special R-Type power-up, which is this little satellite thing that follows you around. It has 3 levels, basically, and there are 3 different types of weapons you can put in your satellite. Right now, the first form really can only be used to protect you. You can also press the second button to shoot it out like this, and you can call it back whenever you want by also pressing the second button or just moving close enough to the satellite to reattach it to your ship. You can attach it both to the front and to the back. There's also this beam attack that you see me using. It's great, especially good versus certain bosses, good versus certain enemies. You know, if nothing's really going on, there's nothing wrong with charging up a beam, saving it for later. This first stage is really just an introduction. There's a little bit of everything here. There's a speed up, there's pretty much one of every satellite weapon, missiles, the whole deal. It's really just for you to familiarize yourself with the game and enjoy, because it gets much more difficult after the first stage. This weapon, the red weapon, does the most damage, and it's the only weapon that works with your options. So all other weapons, your options are really only there to protect you, but this weapon, the red weapon, they actually can fire, and that's really relevant. I've found that most people who are familiar with this game really are big fans of this weapon, the blue one, because of the wall bounce properties, but all the weapons are useful on certain stages, and I'll talk about that when we get to certain areas. But for now, we're gonna go with the status quo and use the blue weapon because it is good on the first 2 or 3 stages. This boss is really easy. Just charge your beams, shoot the middle. That's it. So that's stage 1. This game also has a really dark, entertaining soundtrack, especially for how old it is. Anyway, this stage, the blue weapon really comes into its own because you can use the wall bounce shots to hit these enemies before they even have a chance to attack you. I'm going to take the speed up, and I'm going to stop there with any luck unless I end up losing a life, which is very likely. Anyway, 2 speed ups. You can tell I'm moving pretty quick. In later stages where there's many more stage hazards, having extra speed is really useful, but you also have to get used to your speed. You want to make sure that you don't slam into a wall by accident. There's the yellow weapon, which I'm not going to take right now. Don't really need it. You do get extra lives based on points in this game. The first extra life is at 100,000 points, which we should be able to reach pretty easily. You get another one at 200,000, and then after that, I'm not so sure. Anyway, you can see how memorization really comes into play. You really want to know where it's safe to place your ship and not get hit by all these random enemies. Anyway, I've seen a lot of different methods for killing this boss, but I'm going to show you what is the fastest method. And that's that if you charge up a beam and release your satellite somewhere around here, you just wait for the eye to open up, and then you let go. If you get it right, one hit kill. There you go, that's stage 2. Pretty good. We're very close to extra life, although we still got a lot of work to do. Anyway, this stage is really cool. It's basically this giant enemy warship. Your job is to take it down. The blue weapon again is going to prove useful here because it's going to let us attack all these little cannons from angles where they can't really shoot us back. It's the free. Cool. There's the red weapon, which we don't need just yet. I'm going to stick with what we got. Anyway, I'm clearing out all these little cannons so I can pass through this area. Now, these 3 cannons on the right here of the ship, they actually fire shots that you can't block with your satellite, so that's why I'm being very cautious before approaching them. These shots you can block easily. This boss has another quick kill technique. We're gonna see if we can do it. And that's the same deal. Charge up a beam, catch it. Killed it before the boss music even started. There you go, that's stage 3. Good work, guys. So anyway, that's going to be it for part 1 of Let's Play R-Type. Hopefully you guys like it. I know that shooters are kind of a little different, but this is more of a walkthrough, I think, than a Let's Play. Nonetheless, I think you guys will enjoy it. Anyway, we'll come back in part 2, or we'll start off on stage 4. See you guys in a little bit. Thanks for watching.